So I'll put the review in one sentence first. The game is, I would call it a Muppet Show version of Alien Isolation that fails to make the player fear the monsters. Okay, now here comes the long version. No, I don't like the game too much, and I think the core issue is that there's no real fear. It doesn't. It fails to generate a certain sense of fear in the game. And what's sort of odd about this game, like if you get a normal early access game, normally you have a really good top level idea that suffers from really bad materialization in the game, like bad assets, bad programming, bad audio, bad something. Well, for this game, it's the other way around. The game has this amazing production value. Like if you play it, it looks much better. It looks much better than I thought it would look. However, the top level ideas of the game, the lead design decisions, I think is what breaks the game. Okay, first I'll go through the good stuff. So when I first started playing, I was amazed by how beautiful the lighting looks in this game. I think it's Unreal Engine 4 or even 5. And it just looks beautiful. Like almost every room, the way the lighting looks, the way it reflects on textures, and then you also get just the architectural quality of some of the areas in the game. Like in the police station, and like it looks much better than I expected it would look from trailers. Like when I just played it. And it runs really well. I played this on really old hardware and it runs really smooth. And then you also have the animation systems. The developers put a lot of effort into the animations, the way the player character interacts with the given environment. So for example, when the character reaches to close the door, it's really dynamic and smooth the way the character reaches for the door handle, closes it, especially if you're running reefer monsters. It's really well blended into the movement with the camera. And there's some really great co-op gameplay. For example, when your character has to push open a rolling gate, that's the English term for it, so your friend can crawl under it, then your friend holds onto it, then you can crawl under it. So there's a lot of great production value in this game. And here comes the bad part. Like when I first started playing this game, I looked at the description of it, I wanted something like Alien Isolation. And if you played Alien Isolation, which I think is the best Alien game so far, in Alien Isolation, at least if you play in harder difficulty levels, when the alien spots you, then it's over. Okay, now this is important. In some situations, you can actually still run away from it as it catches up to you, and perhaps close a door it can't open, but it will find a way around it really quickly. Or you can scare it away with a flamethrower, so it leaves you alone for like a minute or something. But that's the core gameplay. If it spots you, it can outrun you really quickly and get to you. So you have this instant fear, like there's a motivation to not get seen at all, which turns it into a stealth game. And if you get spotted, you have this sudden buildup of panic, where you have a very small time window to actually get away from it. And I think 95% of situations in Alien Isolation, if you get spotted by the monster, it gets you and it's over. And you have to reload from the last checkpoint. And that is completely missing from this game. So practically there's no real sense of fear, because the enemies are too easy to outrun, and you actually do not have to outrun them. You don't even have to really hide from them, because if they spot you, you only have to outrun them and break line of sight. And sometimes you can just jog away from them, which removes the pressure and excitement of having to hide. So, which makes the consequences of being spotted, it's more of an irritation that gets in the way of fulfilling the minigames, instead of the sheer terror of having to work hard to not even be seen by the monster. So it's not even... The entire stealth aspect is seriously watered down, because there's not enough pressure on the player to be stealthy. It's more like a melee combat game where you can't actually attack the monster in most cases. However, you can easily outrun it, outmaneuver it, or just stay out of sight. And even if the monsters catch you, the damage output is so low that they just slowly massage down your health. So it probably takes 3 to 5 or 6 hits by a boss character to completely down your character. And even if it's completely downed, it can revive before it bleeds out. And even if you bleed out and you go into spectator mode, you can still get revived by other players.